Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Have you ever had one of those moments where you learn something new and just think, why didn't anyone teach me this in school? It's like there's this whole secret world of knowledge that exists just outside the standard curriculum. Well, today we're diving headfirst into that secret world. We're going to explore some of the most fascinating things that exist, but you were probably never taught. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and prepare to have your mind blown. Let's start with something you use every single day, your own mind. We learned about the brain in biology, sure, but what about the weird and wonderful ways our psychology works? For instance, did you know about the Dunning-Kruger effect? This is a cognitive bias where people with low ability at a task overestimate their own ability. On the flip side, experts often underestimate their own competence, assuming that tasks they find easy are also easy for others. It explains so much, right? It's why you sometimes see someone who is clearly not skilled at something acting like a world champion. They're not necessarily being arrogant. Their brain is literally tricking them. And here's another one, l'appel du vide, a French phrase that translates to the call of the void. It's that strange fleeting thought you might have when you re on a high balcony or a cliff edge, that weird urge to jump. It's not a suicidal thought. In fact, researchers believe it's your brain's way of affirming your will to live. Your survival instincts are so strong that they create this bizarre, intrusive thought just to remind you to be careful and step back from the edge. It's your brain saying, hey, this is dangerous, let's not do that, in the most dramatic way possible. Isn't that wild? School taught us about mitochondria, but not about the bizarre safety alerts our own minds send us. Now, let's leave our brains for a moment and journey into the natural world. We all learned about the water cycle and photosynthesis, but did you know that trees can communicate with each other? Yes, you heard that right. It's not just something from a fantasy movie. Through a vast underground network of fungi, often called the Wood Wide Web, trees can share resources and send warning signals. If one tree is being attacked by insects, it can send chemical signals through this fungal network to nearby trees, essentially telling them to ramp up their defenses. Mother trees can even use this network to send nutrients to their seedlings, helping them grow in the shade of the canopy. It's a living, breathing, communicating forest, a complex social network hidden right beneath our feet. Speaking of hidden things, let's talk about the animal kingdom. We know about lions and tigers and bears, but what about the immortal jellyfish? Officially known as Tortopsis dohrnii, this tiny creature has a life cycle that's absolutely mind-boggling. When it gets old or injured, it can revert back to its earliest stage of life, a polyp, and start its life cycle all over again. It essentially has a biological reset button. Barring being eaten by a predator, it could theoretically live forever. It's a real-life fountain of youth, and it's floating around in our oceans. And how about this for a creature you probably never learned about, the tardigrade? Also known as water bears, these microscopic 8-legged animals are the toughest creatures known to science. They can survive in the most extreme conditions imaginable. They can be frozen to near absolute zero, boiled at temperatures well over the boiling point of water, exposed to massive doses of radiation, and even survive the vacuum of outer space. They achieve this by entering a state of suspended animation called cryptobiosis, where they basically shut down all their metabolic processes. They're nature's ultimate survivalists, and they're probably in a puddle of water in your own backyard right now. Okay, let's shift gears from the natural to the man-made. Our history lessons are full of kings, queens, and wars. But what about the strange and forgotten chapters of human history? Did you ever learn about the dancing plague of 1518? It happened in Strasbourg, where a woman named Frau Trophius started dancing uncontrollably in the street. Within a month, hundreds of others had joined her. They danced for days without rest, and many eventually collapsed from exhaustion. Historians still are entirely sure what caused it. Theories range from mass hysteria to a strange type of food poisoning, but no one knows for sure. It's a bizarre historical event that sounds like a fever dream, but it really happened. Or how about the Great Emu War in Australia in 1932? After World War I, the Australian government gave land to ex-soldiers to farm, but their crops were being destroyed by a massive population of emus. So the military was literally called in to deal with the birds. They went out armed with machine guns, but the emus were too fast and clever. They'd scatter in all directions, making them incredibly difficult targets. After several failed attempts and thousands of rounds of ammunition spent, the military withdrew. The emus had officially won the war. It's a hilarious and humbling reminder that sometimes nature just outsmarts us. Let's bring it back to things that affect our daily lives. Did your home economics class ever teach you the 5-minute rule? It's a simple but incredibly powerful productivity hack. If a task takes less than 5 minutes to complete, do it immediately. Don't put it on a to-do list, don't say you'll do it later, just get it done. Answering that email, putting the dishes in the dishwasher, tidying up your desk. All these tiny tasks can build up and create a sense of overwhelming clutter, both physically and mentally. By tackling them right away, you keep your space and your mind clear. It is a small habit that can make a huge difference in your overall sense of calm and control. Here's another one, Hanlon's razor. This is a philosophical principle that states, never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity or carelessness. In simpler terms, when someone messes up or does something that upsets you, it's far more likely they made a simple mistake rather than intentionally trying to hurt you. Someone cuts you off in traffic? They were probably distracted, not personally targeting you. A friend forgets to call you back? They likely just got busy, not that they don't value your friendship. Applying this principle can save you so much unnecessary anger, stress, and conflict. It's a powerful tool for empathy and maintaining positive relationships, yet it's something most of us have to learn the hard way. We've covered psychology, biology, history, and life hacks. It just goes to show you that learning doesn't stop when you leave the classroom. The world is filled with incredible, strange, and useful information that's just waiting to be discovered. These are the kinds of things that add texture and wonder to our understanding of the world and our place in it. From communicating trees and immortal jellyfish to dancing plagues and the secret workings of our own minds, there's always something new to learn. So I'm curious, what's something you've learned that you wish they had taught you in school? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to read your answers and maybe even feature them in a future video. The more we share this kind of knowledge, the more we can all expand our understanding of this amazing world we live in. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey of discovery today. I hope you found it as fascinating as I did. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more hidden knowledge, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.